least put the front ones on the back. So think about that.
Lubing right day and night.
And we're supposed to be powered by science.
That's very true.
We better be able to get two people on one train somehow.
Here it comes. Yep, that's it.
Because every time I'm in his office, he's sitting there and all of a sudden he just reaches like this and there's a piece of chicken in his hand.
I'm like, how much chicken is under your desk?
I overshot the R&D budget this week, so I'm going to need that $250.
Lubing it right day and night.
Say it. Welcome.
Welcome.
It's episode 128.
Episode 128.
Is it called Hot Shot Secret Thursday, or is it called Terry Howard Thursday?
We don't know. I'm sure he'll be in though. It looks like it is February 118th, though, according to our chart there. So
Sure is.
Today's episode, we are going to be diving into oil. All sorts of oil. Is it all engine oil? I think we're doing all engine oil. Let's clarify that at least.
There's a gear oil on my side.
As you can see, we just sat down.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got gear oil.
Oh, do you? We're in trouble then. We'll cover it. So oil stuff. So if you got questions about oils, today's the day. But as always, we'll answer your questions. Fuel additives, you name it. Post them below. We'll get to them. We monitor the Facebook page. We're also live on YouTube. So if you post there, we'll follow up later and address your questions. And as always, it's Thursday, so we give away free product. People like free product. Today's prize is the winner is going to get some FR3 and an oil analysis.
Nice.
Combination
I like
there.
that one.
See if you can get an oil analysis, see what kind of wear is going on in the motor, add that FR3. Let's do a follow-up oil analysis, see how much wear reduction we got.
Right.
We're out there extending the lives of these motors. We're
out there.
That's what we're doing.
In force.
But you can enter each and every week going to...
Probably hotshotsecret.com/giveaway.
Giveaway, correct. So make sure you get in the drawing each and every week. I'd like to know where you're watching from. We're still looking for someone from South Dakota to fulfill that dealer we got out there, which you were so shocked about. But I know everyone's got some cold wherever, no matter where you're at, it's probably cold right now. So we're seeing a lot of anti-gel fly off the shelves. I think we're in we're in full production right now. So 'tis the season with that. So like I mentioned, we're dual streaming, like and share. So hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell that gives you the reminder.
Ding, ding.
We're here every Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Follow Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook's our other page over there with the R&D
Hot Shot
guys.
Secret R&D page.
Any new content over there?
None.
All right.
None.
Aaron will get some new content up soon. Race season's almost here. You usually like to chime in a little bit during race season, so.
Well, I've got a few things going on that I'm a little bit too busy to...
He's a little busy. We're all a little busy this time of year, so we're all slammed right now, to be honest with you. But let's see who's in here. Dan Zeldin's in. I just got off the phone with Dan. Talked to him this morning.
Right.
Dan's got some more horsepower this year. He's got a pretty mean machine.
What if I know the exact number? I'm not telling our viewers.
We won't put it out there, but we know his number, and it's big.
So,
It's much more than he needs for his 590 class, let me say that. So, for those of you that might meet Dan in a no-prep or street situation thinking a 580 will do it, probably not.
579?
There's your Terry Howard with the Stop Fan Badge. Happy Hot Shot Secret Thursday as normal. Mike Cole's in. How you doing, Mike? Colton says, hey guys, quick question. Is the Stiction Eliminator getting the LX4 in it? I'll let you address that.
Did I hear that correctly? Is the Stiction Eliminator getting LX4
Correct.
in it? It is not.
Nope. LX4 is a fuel additive on the fuel side of things, so we don't add that to Stiction Eliminator. However,
the irony is it works beautiful as a fuel additive. It works beautiful as an oil additive, but, you ready for it?
I'm ready for the butt.
It shears out.
Right.
I mean, it's just...
Can't hold up.
It can't hold. Yeah, it does really well for the initial testing. Like, we've got some magic, and then there's no durability to it. Then it's just done. So
that being said, what you're probably looking for there is you're wondering if we have lubricity in the Stiction Eliminator, and the answer is absolutely. That's what's so unique about that product is, it's Group 4, Group 5 esters that are doing. Everyone knows what a great cleaning job it does. And in comparison to other engine cleaners out there, anything with like a really harsh solvent, it'll clean an engine, but it'll also dry it out, and you know we got bushing issues, a whole bunch of stuff. What's really great about our stiction eliminator is it cleans and lubricates at the same time. So much so that if my math is right, I believe adding stiction eliminator, I think we did our testing on Rotella, reduced wear by 42%. Is that the number I'm looking for?
62.
62! Even more.
Right.
So that tells you how much
That's a
lubricity
lot.
is in the stiction eliminator. It's going to get a thorough cleaning job done, and it's going to reduce wear by 62%. So there's plenty of lubricity in there. It's just not LX4. It's a different compound.
Right.
So I hope that answered your question, Colton. Aaron's in here, says, I like your beard. Now let's just change the hair. Aaron, there's a whole bunch we want to change about you, but that's going to be a whole other special episode. So we'll that'll be for the after hours version of Facebook Live. Carl's in here. Sean says, what's up? How long you guys been growing your beard? Since 2019. I actually shaved this thing is the thing. Is I don't have a beard. It's just in between shavings, people. I'm glad it's a topic of conversation, though.
It's a 130 shadow.
Randy says, balmy central Wisconsin, I bet. Colton says, the oil analysis would be amazing. New 91, 7.3, naturally aspirated, waiting on electrical before it gets fluids. Oh, cool, Colton. Let's, I recommend you getting that cleaned out if it's a new to you, 7.3. Run some stiction eliminator through that. It'll do wonders on that for initial clean out. Sean says, sad, no more diesel owner, but still love the show. I saw your new ride. Bearded Medic went to the dark side. He went to the gas side. But nice ride, though. I bet he'll be back in a diesel one of these days. Mike Matlock says, I've got a 97 Ford Power Stroke. What do you recommend for hard start? What you got there? 97 Power Stroke. He's got some hard start problems.
Two things. Fuel side, diesel extreme.
Absolutely.
Oil side, stiction eliminator.
Yep. People don't think that the stiction eliminator is actually going to help with hard starts, but absolutely does.
Yeah.
And the diesel extreme, you're going to see really quick.
Yeah.
And then if you put the stiction eliminator in there as it cleans, it'll get better and better and better. But your quick bang for your buck is going to be a diesel extreme, and then followed up by a stiction eliminator over time as it cleans. So. Dylan Kickson says, what's up? How you doing, Dylan? Aaron, Facebook Live with you next weekend. Oh, that's scary. Colin says, going to get a full workup, even going to replace axle oils. We like it. All new fluids all around. So, before we jump into things, we have some very special guests with us today. Our friends from the Corona Lockdown Practice Tree League. So, if you guys don't know much about this, it is a really cool thing going on that Hot Shot Secret has been supporting. That these bracket racers got together when this Corona thing started and said we may be locked down, but we're gonna have a good time. And the irony is, I think they're all probably twice as good on the tree now from all this league work they've done. So we're gonna have them on here in a little bit, Bob and Blaze. Before we get started, we're gonna start with our Get to Know Us segment, where you get to find out a little bit about one of our employees here at Hot Shot Secret. So why don't you come on up?
Oh, I got stuck.
Aaron will go run and hide. You can go ahead and grab the mic now. Speak loud and clearly right into the mic because everybody wants to hear you. Now, there's 67,400 people watching. So no pressure. So let's start off with your name and what you do here at Hot Shot Secret.
My name is Faith, and I help on the production side.
All right, and how did you find out about Hot Shot Secret?
I knew friends that worked here.
Yeah. So is it just like a big party here with your friends?
I guess.
Well, that's a good thing. So, I didn't even tell you. This is like 10 questions. So, once you get through the gauntlet, you're free to go. It'll be painless, though. So, number 2, where were you born?
In Delaware, Ohio.
Okay. Where did you grow up?
In Iberia.
Iberia. Where's Iberia?
In the middle of Galleon.
Oh, okay. What was your very first job?
Oh, this is my first job.
This is your first job. How old are you?
16.
16. So, I think we anything below 16 was like paper jobs or something like that we've had in the past, though. So, very first job. How do you like your first job?
Good.
She's like, jobs suck. What was your first car? Well, you're 16. Do you have a car?
Yeah.
Is it your first one?
Yeah.
What is it?
A Honda CR-V.
Oh, I saw it out there. Yeah, that's cool. That works. Do you play sports?
Yeah.
What do you play?
So I run track, and then I cheer for basketball and football.
Cheer and track. Wow. What kind of track? What event? Like long sprint. You know, Josh is a famous sprinter, and he said he'd like to challenge you to a 100-yard dash. And I got my money on you. What's your favorite hobby besides working here at Hot Shots?
Reading.
Reading? What's your favorite book?
I don't know.
Well, it's your favorite hobby. You got to have a favorite, right? Have you ever read a book twice?
Yeah.
I don't get that. People do that a lot. They're like, I really like this book. I've read it 3 times. And I'm like, you need a better hobby. Or a better book, a new book.
No.
You go back to it and read it again. All right. Okay, I guess I'm the strange one. What's your favorite holiday?
Easter.
Oh, that's cool. We don't hear that a lot. I like Easter, but it's right on my birthday, and also it's like spring's here. It's kind of like, done with this nasty stuff. I'm looking forward to Easter this year, for sure. What is your favorite beverage? And it better be non-alcoholic since we know that you're 16. Because we hear crazy alcoholic beverage stories around here.
Body Armor.
What?
Body Armor.
What's that?
It's like a sports drink.
Oh, is it? I thought it was like Axe body spray or something.
No.
Gotcha. All right, Body Armor. Haven't heard that one. Last one, unless Aaron sometimes throws a bonus in. What is your favorite TV show or movie?
The Kissing Booth.
The Kissing Booth. Haven't seen it. Well, you got an extra one? Bonus question?
What's your favorite flavor of Body Armor?
Favorite flavor
Fruit
of Body
Punch.
Fruit Punch. We're gonna have to try it. Maybe we'll.
How about
have
another bonus question since I've missed some previously?
Uh huh.
Favorite movie that's adapted from a book?
Ooh.
The Kissing Booth.
See how that works? Well, maybe we'll see if we can get them to start stocking Body Armor in the cooler here. So, well, you passed. That was painless, right? Good job. Good job. Well, thanks for joining us. And that's another Get to Know segment. Let's see here. We got some dealer shout-outs.
Ooh, already?
Oh, yeah.
So 701 Diesel Performance is in Bismarck, North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Check.
Yep. So
It exists. I never said it didn't.
Oh, that's a cool logo. With the hood, skull cap on the skull. I dig it. Yeah? All right. Who else you got there?
Well,
I don't know. He's
why are
just
those
a
kids
sidekick.
laughing?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the J&L Diesel Services for however you say that.
I thought you were going to go for it.
Kailua-Kona,
Sounds
Hawaii.
like it. Usually
That's
Hawaii,
right.
you just say how it looks. So, Kailua-Kona, Hawaii. So, we got Hot Shots products out there on the island. So, welcome aboard to J&L Diesel Services in Hawaii. If you ever need some on-site training, give me a call. I'll be happy to come out and help out the staff there and extend the break. And why don't you guys send us your decals and we'll put you up on our dealer wall here. We got to get on direct, start sending them back in. It's been a while.
It's been a long while.
So dealers,
We also need
social
a new
media
triple threat.
influencers, retail, you name it. We do a lot of video in here in the studio, so you get in the background of our videos and you get your shop a little plug. So happy to throw you up there. Go ahead and send them in, and we will put them up on the wall. Let's see. Okay, here we go. How about the TV airings? Got some TV.
Why do you always have a different page than I do?
It's the same thing, man.
Friday at 9 in the morning on Motor Trend, people should watch Car Fix, which will have Diesel Extreme on it. And then take Saturday off because it's the weekend. But on Sunday, you can watch Truck U at 10:30, featuring EDT, and then hang around because right after that is Car Fix, featuring Gasoline Extreme.
Yes, sir. So nothing Saturdays, just Friday, Sunday weekend.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
All that.
And always, we have our feature ride of the week. That's your chance to get your ride featured right here on Hot Shots Secret Facebook page. This week's winner is Mr. Bobby Lane. That's a slick truck. That's a good looking truck. So, but you can have your chance to have your truck up for the week, or not just truck, car,
You've seen all
van,
kind.
bicycle,
Golf
I
cart,
still want a lawnmower.
Segway scooter, you
I really
name it.
wanna, as long as you're putting some FR3 in the wheels or something,
Why not?
I'm in. I'm in. But every Sunday, right? Every Sunday they put the post up on our Facebook page. You can go there, put the picture of your vehicle or in or whatever it may be, and we pick one each Monday and put it up as our feature ride of the week. Chad usually picks, right?
Yeah.
So if you're bribing anybody, you need to bribe Chad to get your car or vehicle picked. I think Battlescarred Motorsports is in. Says, ugh, we're late. We'll flog ourselves later for this transgression, Kyle, my dear. Flog away, my friend. Flog away. Tyler Main says, would running the Stiction Eliminator in a 6.4 be to any benefit? Yes, 100%, Tyler. I'll just explain it real simply. Stiction Eliminator is great if it's an engine. It doesn't matter if it's gas, diesel, you name it. I know it gets pigeonholed as kind of a diesel product, and even more so into a Huey injector, like a 6-liter and 7.3. But think of it this way. The reason why it's so good in the Huey injector and why it was originally formulated for that was because the tolerances inside those fuel injectors are so tight on the oil side. Remember, this is an oil side of a fuel injector. Are so tight that it takes a really fine ester to be able to get in there and clean it out. So the fact that it does such a good job cleaning out the little tolerances inside of a Huey injector, well, put it in any other engine that doesn't have all the small tolerances, it's going to clean everything out good. I mean, better than anything you can get. So, absolutely, 6-cylinder will work in any engine. We just had some recent stuff come out where we actually got to see some internals of some engines that had been running Stiction Eliminator. I know one of the callers on Steve Summers' show, his big rig had 950,000 miles on it. And they brought it in, and it was time for a refresh. Something went finally, and they could not believe that it was not a new engine. They thought it was a new build on almost a 1,000,000-mile engine because the internals were so clean, and we're getting pictures of all that and stuff. So, yes, works good for any engine. But it is about time to get to our special guests, and I see Steve Zuner here says you need a Corona Lockdown League decal on the wall. I think so. So you guys got the guys on board? Are they in the lobby?
They're not in yet.
They're not in yet.
Yeah, there he is. Just got him in.
I think they might be calling separately. They are kind of a package deal. I never see them apart.
We have two calls.
Yep, I did just get a call from somebody, so maybe it was them calling me and saying I can't get in. There he is. What's up, Bob?
Gone.
Good. Can you hear us well?
Yeah, I can hear you. We're having problems with both of us getting in on the same time. So every time I jump in, Blaze gets booted out. Every time Blaze jumps in, I get booted out.
I need two separate lines.
Oh, well, I'm finding out that's because it's intended that way. Well, how about you start us off, and then we'll see if Blaze can call in after.
Sounds good.
Cool. So, off the top, why don't you tell everybody about the Corona Lockdown League, how this all started, what it is, and how it came to be?
Basically, it was just an idea I came up with probably in March of last year, as soon as the lockdown hit. And I figured we got to keep these bracket racers busy. They're not going to be able to race. And what's the best way to keep them busy is to let go of a button and look at a light.
Right.
So I brought Blaze on, and Blaze kind of took it from there. I mean, the guy's a genius when it comes to getting people together and running practice street races. So he is the face of the show.
Yeah.
I'm kind of out of my element right now. I'm never on Facebook without him.
Yeah, I know. I said you guys are like a package deal. I always see you together. So now it took off quickly too. Like right out of the gate when you guys started, I think the membership grew tremendously right away.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it was a lot thanks to Hot Shot Secret. You got everything was free when we first started. No, there was no entry fees. We were just doing stuff for the racers, and you guys came on board thanks to Chris Mancini, and
Shout out to Chris.
you guys took it from there. You guys were giving prizes away and sponsoring our race, and you still are. I mean, we're still giving prizes away from Hot Shot Secret.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I remember
we started out with probably the first week. We probably started out with maybe 200 members, and we've grown to over 1,800 at this point.
Right. Yeah, I remember Chris Mancini called me and said, these guys are doing this really cool lockdown thing since everyone just found out our season probably just went to crap, and you should check it out and support these guys. And, with us, it works the same way. We have big plans. We got races and everything, so our kind of world got turned upside down too. And to see these groups of racers get together online, all stuck at home, itching because, we just had to deal with the winter, and they're so ready to get out there and start racing. And then next thing you know, the COVID lockdown starts, and do we lose Bob?
No, we're good.
Okay. And I think one of the unique things I saw right away. Well, let's take one step back. Let's describe what a practice tree is. Maybe a lot of our racers out there don't know.
Our racers should probably know what a practice tree is.
What's that?
Our racers probably do.
Our non-racers.
Okay.
Our non-racers probably don't know. What a lot of I'll even take it a step further. What a lot of people don't know is race cars often launch off a button. People think that you're sitting there on. There he goes. He's got his example tree there, and
This is a little one.
so it looks just like a regular tree you see at the track. Now, what you see is you'll see a couple staging lights as you pull on the beams, and then it goes yellow, 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 and then a green light to go. Well, a lot of people who've never raced before think they're sitting there and just slamming on the gas like you're at a stoplight or something. But in reality, they've got trans brakes on these cars that are hooked to a button, usually on their steering wheel. And so they've got the pedal fully down. I mean, they're fully mashed. It's ready to go. And the only thing holding that car back is a trans brake on a button. So these guys get so good at their hand-eye coordination on the tree and the timing where they set it on the tree to literally release a button that just unleashes the car. And the whole trick in racing, I mean, especially in bracket racing, it's won or lost right there at that reaction time on the tree. So what Bob was showing off there was a handheld version that these guys use to practice on, and it's the same thing as the tree, and they just sit there with the button and keep practicing to get their timing down. And that's what this league came to be. Since they're all stuck at home, they're like, well, we're going to keep practicing our reaction time on the tree, and they turned it into an actual competition. So can you lay out how your competition works? Like, so I know people go onto your Facebook page and they take the video of them taking their hits on the tree, and then you basically pair them head to head.
Actually, we everything's live now. So we go on the page. You go on the page and you go live on Facebook, and that way we can see what you're doing and try to keep it as legit as possible. And then you submit your hits into one of our posts, and then randomly you're paired with another guy, and it goes from there just like a regular bracket would, like a NCAA style basketball bracket, until we have a winner at the end.
Yep. And
The way I like to explain it to everyone that has never done it or doesn't understand it, a lot of these reaction times come down to 1,000th of a second you lose by. So imagine taking 1 second and cutting it up into 1,000 pieces, and you lost by that little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
one thing I always used to show people is if you take out your here, let's do it. You're not going to do it. Open up your timer. Do that. Hit your clock. Go to your stopwatch. Now, if you take your stopwatch on your phone, and what I'm going to have you try to do is start and stop it as quick as you can, and see how quickly you can go. Two dots on it. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm a .12.
I'm still going because apparently I'm too,
You missed.
I'm too fast.
As quick as I can hit.
I guess I red lit.
Quick as I can hit my finger twice is
Yeah.
over 1/10 of a second. These guys are cutting trees down to hundredths of a second. That's how close they are.
Mine does not do it.
He talked about dividing a second in 1,000. They're just dividing that. That's a win and loss right there.
I've lost 4 times. I can't get it to stop. I'm that.
You ran into the tree.
I'm that fast.
You just ended the day for everybody. So it's
No,
really
not.
impressive what these guys do. I mean, they're normally, and obviously a perfect light is a 000, you know, and these guys hit it. These guys all the time are on top of it. To time the tree that you're actually leaving within 1/1000th of a second on is insane. It's just insane to me. But that's what the practice tree does. Now, here's my next question for you, Bob. After that first season we had last year, now some people got out and started doing some racing. Well, now it almost created a community of these Corona lockdown warriors out there racing, back on the track again. Was there an improvement in reaction times amongst the group from all the off-season work?
We had a lot of people say that. We're not on there trying to make people better. We're just giving them a reason to keep practicing. So last summer when we actually started racing, all we did every week, every race, there was somebody from our group that did well somewhere, and we've kind of created a family.
Yeah, it's cool to see all you guys now support each other. And I noticed that once the racing was going, every week there was another Corona lockdown member that won a race or running up a big money event or something. And I'd like to say it was from all their practice time in the league, but it was cool that you guys have kind of become your own family now, and big small family. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of good entertainment. I know you have. You run 4 classes too, so it's what I really like is that we also have juniors doing it as well. That's something that was brought on. So seeing some of the youngins out there, that I've seen some that are consistently better than us grown folks.
That's for sure. My daughter got involved a little bit last season, and then she was really involved this season.
It's,
and she's
Kinsley,
shown
right?
a huge improvement. What's that? Kinsley, yes.
Yeah, I believe
She's shown a huge
sent more winning
improvement,
boxes
went
to
on to,
Kinsley than I have to Bob.
Well, it goes to good use, I can tell you that. we put it on a sled. I sent you the video.
Oh, I know. Can you pull that up?
We put the
You guys have that?
we put the FR3 on the.
We'll see if we
on
can
the
pull that
bottom of
up.
the sled.
We'll see if we can pull that up. Maybe in our break in between you and Blaze, we'll see if we can't pull that video up.
Okay.
So now all of a sudden we finished the season, and here we are a year later, and you guys said, well, heck, this COVID's still around, whether it was or not. That was a pretty good time last winter, and so let's do it again, right? And we just got through a whole nother, like your second season. And
Yeah, it was a 20-week season, or 20 race season spread out over 12 weeks.
yeah,
We did 2 a week. We took off for Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, and people stayed engaged. We brought new people on, in the middle of the season. And they didn't care that they weren't going to make the point series finale. They just enjoyed doing it.
right. Right, and it's open to anybody, right? So anybody can come join. It's and one angle. Well, I guess I got to save something for Blaze. But one angle that you did bring in was some buy-ins this year. Like you said, you originally started. Didn't cost any money or anything. But then the guy said, "Hey, let's chip in and put some money in the hat and go for it." So that's been one addition to this season, right?
Yeah, we've had some races where guys won almost $1,000. Our points champion, actually today, we're having our top ball points champion race. And the winner will get $1,000.
Nice. See, man, you could be there, but you suck at the tree.
I'm red light.
I red light.
So I'll save it for Blaze. I don't want to. I'll save this question.
Save Blaze some questions. He's
Yeah.
the face of the show.
Yeah, we got to beat him up.
I've got a good one.
Actually, let's see if we can get to Blaze. Well, Bob, we're going to let you go, bud, since we're only on a
Okay.
single cast. But I really appreciate you coming on. I'll tell you, we're really proud to support you guys here at Hot Shot Secret. I think what you guys came up with was brilliant, and I don't know why nobody had ever thought about it before. And I know you guys were kind of forced to come up with it, but I hope it's something that stays, and becomes just an off-season thing that we're all doing going forward. It's really cool, and it seems like you got the support of the community. So congrats on everything, and I hope you keep it going.
Thank you, and thanks for Hot Shot Secret that keeps supporting us. I mean, we would definitely not be where we're at without you guys. So thank you, and hopefully we brought some business to you guys that you didn't have before.
Absolutely. So appreciate it, Bob. We're going to see if we can't pull up this video Bob made, and we'll see if we can get Blaze back on too. Do you have that video?
Yeah, 1 second.
1 second. All right. I know. I gotta. Oh, here it is. This is from the Welsh
Actually,
family.
second run down the track. It's a little slow. It's not great snow. She needs a little push. A little slow, but it's moving okay. Okay, so Kinsley went pretty slow down the hill. We got a nice track, but Kins, show your face. We got a nice track, but just the sled's just not working like it's supposed to. I do have a little of this hanging out.
A little, like a lot.
I do have some FR3 friction reducer by Hot Shot Secret. Let's see how this works. Here, hold the phone.
What do you want me to film?
Just film me putting this on. I got a microfiber towel here. Pretty dry. All right, let's put some FR3 on there. No more. Oh, it's soaking in nice. I can feel it. Little FR3 on the bottom. Oh man, it's looks like glass. A little more,
Why are you putting more?
because we need a lot. We want to try to fly down the hill.
I'm going to go down the other hill with the snakes.
All right, we'll be back to show you how it works. Okay, this is after FR3 from Hot Shot Secret. Let's see the friction reducer. Let's see how it works. Ready, Kinsley?
Yeah.
Oh, you better hold on, I think.
Whoa!
Oh, look how much further you went. What do you think about the FR3 from Hot Shot Secret?
Kinsley Welsh approves.
That's great. I love it. Thanks to Bob for that. Oh, and Blaze is on. We got you in here,
What's
bud?
up, fellas?
You hear us all right?
Yeah, I hear you good. Can you hear me good?
We got you, man. We got you. As Bob says, we now got the face of the program on.
The face, that's terrible. That's not a good face to have as the face of your organization.
I will say, when I watch you guys, Bob does have the good side of the gig. I see you sitting there constantly pulling them out, calling the numbers out, and he's like sits there like you're Ed McMahon, just cracking jokes and stuff. He's got the good side of that gig.
He has the good side of the televised portion of the gig.
Oh, okay.
What everybody misses is he handles all the financials, which is a giant pain that I'm glad he handles.
I can't imagine. I bet. So Blaze, as we just had, Bob on, kind of talking about everything from your perspective. How cool is this? How much this has grown over the last year, and what you guys have put together. Did you see it growing like this when you first started?
No, to be completely honest, we talked about it on a Sunday, and then Monday started the page. I think the end of Monday we had 55 people. By the end of the week we had like 300.
Right.
And then like within 3 weeks there was 600 or 700 people on there.
Right.
And we went, wow, we really might have something here. And now, like Bob said, we have over 1,800 people. Some of the biggest names in our sport are involved in our races.
Yeah, not Chris Mancini. because he's not a big name, but he is involved.
Chris Mancini was a mainstay in our first season. I don't know what happened in season 2, but he's slacking off.
Well, I know what happened. He got shown for what he is on the tree. I don't remember ever sending a winner's box to Chris Mancini. I haven't sent a single one to Mancini.
Man.
Well, you're not messing with him, are you? I will say this. I did finally see. What's that?
It's good that you guys are as brutal as us.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it would go.
I'm brutal on Mancini. He can take it. You know that. I did see a winner's box finally go to Michael Beard, who is the Cinderella of them all. He finally got in the winner's circle.
Michael Beard won 2 races, I think 8 weeks apart, with a 008 average for the season. So 8 thousandths of a second from perfect average for the whole season. He won 2 races, and we just had our bottom bulb finale on Tuesday, and he is sick with corona, as a matter of fact, and he won the finale.
Really?
So the corona-stricken corona member won the corona finale.
Fitting. Very fitting.
Right?
Wow. You said you were holding a question for
I
Blaze.
was. Since I don't know the rules, are you allowed to adjust the rollout on the tree so it matches your car? Or is that illegal?
Yes, we actually want you to do that.
Okay.
Practice is only as good as you can make it real. And if you're practicing on a spot that is not what your vehicle is set up for, or how you set up for on the tree, then you're not really practicing. You're just throwing time away. You definitely want to practice like you're going to race. Otherwise, it's useless practice.
Yep. And I know we kind of touched on.
To get better.
Yeah, we kind of touched on earlier that we have there's 4 classes on your. Well, you got a whole bunch of crazy stuff going. You got teams now. Didn't you have a Valentine's Day couples edition?
Oh, that was awesome. The Valentine's Day race was Brooke's idea, and it turned out great. It was a lot of fun.
But on your traditional setting, you normally have got a top and bottom bulb, and as well as a junior top and bottom bulb. So
we have junior under 10 division,
right.
And then over 10 division. They're all bottom bulbers.
Gotcha. So can you explain to people the difference between top and bottom bulb? Those
Yeah.
who don't know bracket racing.
Your standard full tree in bracket racing is 3 bulbs. You got your stage bulbs and then 3 standard LED bulbs. And they come on a half a second apart and then a half a second to the green. So when we say top bulb, for these guys that are running top bulb, they actually have a timer hooked to their trans brake button. As Kyle was talking about earlier, when they stage, they push the button, and then when the top bulb comes on, they let go. When that timer reaches its designated time, it releases the trans brake, lets the car move. So that is where our top bulb class comes from. So you'll set your rollout for your car, and then your delay for you. And that'll set up for top bulb. Theoretically, it's a lot easier to hit the tree for top bulb because you're reacting to a flash, and then you can adjust your timer accordingly. Off the bottom, you've got to watch the first 2 bulbs come on before it gets to the bulb you actually want to react off. Now, most people try to block that out and just react off that bottom bulb. So you don't have the timer to adjust. You're only working with your rollout. And we've had some guys win the top bulb class off the bottom. Matter of fact, Michael Beard being one of those guys.
Yeah, and I believe Michael in particular did so well. If he would have started the season, I think you said like his point total would have been, crushed the competition. But he switched mid-year, right?
If Michael Beard would have run top bulb the whole season off the bottom, if he'd have just stayed with his average points finish, he would have made the finale.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
he's good.
Yeah, he's good at what he does. And we support Michael too. We're sponsoring the Motor Mania feed of his upcoming 300K, the St. Patrick's Day race, and I believe we're also sponsoring the Thanksgiving race he puts on as well. And I'll give you a side note. You guys put me on to the Mutt and Jeff race, and I just talked to him this morning, and we're working out a deal that, well, we're going to go ahead and sponsor Mutt and Jeff race as well. And,
that is awesome.
I'm
Paul
looking
is
to
great.
come out there too. I'd like to bring a booth out there and actually go out in person as well. So, he was dealing with a lot of snow today, so we're going to follow up next week. But we're going to get a sponsorship package together for that race. So I'm going to come out and join you guys.
That's part of his business, is snow removal. This is
I
white
heard.
gold.
So he likes this stuff.
I'm really excited to hear that you're going to show up at the Mutt and Jeff race with the group of Corona guys that are going to be there. We're going to be a strong presence there, and it's going to be a good time.
Well, good. I'm looking forward to it. So I can't wait.
Same here.
So anything else you want to tell us? How does somebody who hasn't heard of this, the racers out there, how do they become part of this? How do they join and get involved?
Real simple. You join the Corona Lockdown Practice Tree Challenge Facebook page. Watch for a race announcement, which we pretty much run shootout races that are non-points races for cash prizes. We've actually got some big race entries to give away that we're going to be doing some shootouts for. The Mutt and Jeff race in fall. I don't know if you've heard, he's doing the Fall Brawl race now, a second race for Mutt and Jeff. He's going to be doing that and giving us an entry to give away there to do. So that'll be something that's coming up. So you log into the page, look for the race announcement. There'll be payment information, and then you go live on our page and make the hits with your little practice tree. When you're all done, you post your results, and then you hope for the best, because it is a group of serious killers.
Yes. You better come
They're
strong.
good at what they do.
But
everybody that joins gets better. So, I mean, that's a perk.
And so we're just tonight is the finale of
Top bulb and juniors 11 and over.
Gotcha. So that's pretty much the cap on your season 2 then, right?
That is our point season will be over. We still have 3 more team challenge weeks.
That's right. That was a new addition this year, is the teams. That's pretty cool.
We did it at the end of our last season, not near the caliber that we're doing it this season. You guys jumped on with us, which Hot Shots, you guys have been awesome for us. I really think that Hot Shots helped us grow. It gave us real name notoriety because we had a big name sponsor to advertise with us. It helped us a lot. So we really do. We owe you guys a lot for, putting us on the map, per se. But the team challenge consists of a top bulb hitter, a bottom bulb hitter, a pro tree hitter, a junior driver that hasn't driven a big car yet, and then a Corona exclusive utility class, which is just absolute ridiculousness. We draw your delay at random.
Oh.
And then you don't get any practice. You got to hit the tree.
I don't know how you do that.
It is a mess, but I can tell you right now, we've got guys in our league that can adapt like nobody's business.
That's crazy.
2 guys that come to mind that are pretty well known in our sport, other than Michael Beard, because Michael Beard's a utility hitter and he crushes it. But the beautiful Tucker Creech had like an 0.20 reaction time average over the course of 8 weeks. 50-some hit with a random delay.
Delay.
Brian Blackburn is amazing at it. It's amazing what some of these guys can do. Like, I consider myself decent at the practice tree. Utility kills me. Like, it's unreal.
I can imagine. That's nuts.
You had mentioned our Valentine's Day race. I just want to touch on what we did there. It was a couples race. You had to face the tree opposite who was hitting it, and then your significant other had to tell you when to let go of the button.
No way.
They couldn't see it. And then you switched places and did it, and it was a combination of your reaction times. And actually, Rich and Devin Corey, husband and wife, ended up winning that.
Good stuff.
It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You keep evolving this. Like, it's never ending.
Yeah, we tried to make it fun and keep it different, because hitting the practice tree can get monotonous if you do the same thing over and over again. And we come up with a bunch of different races that still make you put in different kinds of effort while still practicing and make it different. And I think that's part of the reason why we've been able to draw so many people, because they know it's going to stay fresh.
Right. Right. So what's next? I know you're wrapping up this season here after you get through the teams. Like I was telling Bob, far past all this Corona stuff, I think this is a great thing you guys have started that I don't see it ever ending. I mean, this is a good winter time thing and off season and everything. You going to keep this going? We're
hoping to keep it that way. As long as we get sponsorship support, we're going to keep rolling with it. It's timed right through the season for us now. We've got like a November to February, which pretty much most places are shut down for racing. So our goal is to keep this rolling. Along with Bob and I have a pipe dream of promoting a few races, whether they be practice races or racetrack races, and we want to keep a following for that. Hopefully we can draw a lot of our members to it, and being racers ourselves, we hope that we can do it the way that they would like.
Well, I think you've done a good job so far. I think you'll figure out how to take it to the next level for sure. Before I let you go, one last thing. Do you have a practice tree with you?
I do.
All right, we're putting you on the spot.
Holy.
I want one pole raw, no practice. Let's see what your reaction time is live.
Oh, man. Let's fire this bad boy up.
Are you going to go off the top?
Yeah, I'm going to go off the top.
No, I won't make you take a random delay or anything.
Thank you. All right. I'll probably have to bring it to the screen after I make the hit, but you can see that it's there.
You're good.
All right, here we go.
Nice staged. Tree drops. What's the number?
006.
Oh, not bad. Nice. That's a killer right there. That'll put someone on the trailer.
I'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks again, Blaze, man. We appreciate you coming on. You and Bob. I'm sorry we had to split you up there, but we just love what you guys are doing. We're happy to support you. I want to thank you for helping us get our brand out to your audience as well. And like I said, we're backing that up with sponsoring some of these races that you guys go to. So I hope to see a lot of you guys out at the races this year. And then once we're all hunkered in the cold winters and all this other stuff, we'll see you back online again. But we got your back, and we like what you're doing, so keep it up.
Couple quick things.
Yeah.
I know you said about stickers for your door. How big of stickers do you need? I'll send you some.
Big as you want, man. It's your door.
I've got really big ones that we ordered for Bob's car, and he doesn't like them because they're red. They had to be blue. So I got really big ones I can send you. And then I got one more thing. A buddy of mine is like a Hot Shot Secrets nut. He's a diesel guy. He has a gas pulling truck. I don't understand why he has a gas pulling truck and he's a diesel guy. But hey, that's what he has. We call the truck the Calico Cruncher, and his nickname is John the Cat Smasher Deal. So I wanted to give him a shout out because I told him I would on the Hot Shot Secrets live show. So much appreciated, guys.
Nice.
Thank you for everything. We hope to keep you guys on board with us as long as this is going. We love your product, love what you do. We're all big fans.
Great. Well, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon, Blaze. Appreciate you coming on.
See you.
All right, man. See you later, Kyle. See you later, buddy.
See you.
What a cool bunch of guys, man. And cool thing they've started here. It's taken off and gotten so big, and We've been on since day one with them, and it's really impressive what they do. And the fact that I think it's turned into actually a lot of wins for these guys once they get back out on the track makes them practice that much more. So you guys can check them out online. The Corona Lockdown Practice Tree League. It's free to join. The page, just go on and watch for a while. Watch them do it, and you'll kind of catch the bug pretty quick. So let me jump back to who we got it covered today. We do have a product tag image, right?
Ooh.
Josh, there we go. We were talking about tag us in your products. What is going on there? It's right. There we go. Who's the shout out on that one? Do we got a shout out for it? Evan Tracy? Well, thanks, Evan Tracy. And I also wanted to plug the Steve Summers Overnight Drive every night, midnight to 5 a.m. Again, if you didn't catch last Friday's episode, you can catch the podcast, the rerun of it, on overnightdriveradio.com or on the Facebook or YouTube page. Chris was on for all 5 hours, Chris Gabrielchik. So you might want to go check that out. And check out this cool thing. This is one of the listeners of the Overnight Drive show. He does virtual racing, which has become really popular. I mean, even NASCAR was racing virtually for a lot this year. And so he redesigned his truck as a Hot Shot Secret Steve Summers Overnight Drive truck. So it's out there on the circuit representing the Overnight Drive.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man. It's the cheapest wrap we've ever done. But, man, is it cool. So I appreciate, I forget his name, but I'll find it for you. And I'll always be in the loop on the newsletter.
Ooh.
That's hotshotsecret.com/email and get you in there so you can stay up to date with all this crazy stuff we got going on. Steve Wright is the driver, right? The virtual driver? So shout out to Steve Wright. That's a really cool truck. We appreciate that. We'll put it up on our social media as well. Let me run through, since we are a little bit behind, the upcoming events. Next week, I'm heading south, which would normally be like, ooh, heading out of the warm stuff, but I don't even know anymore. Everybody's getting cold. So next weekend is Lights Out 12. One of the biggest races of the year. When you talk radial racing, we are taking the Firepunk Diesel Hotshot Secret S10 down. As you guys may have seen, just got refreshed. The motor is gorgeous. Looked great from all the abuse last year, and we're ready to really lay down an awesome number. Not only that, we're going to be the debut of Ryan Milliken's new Nova. If he gets it done, he's kind of waiting on parts right now.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Next week. So, Ryan, get to work. We want that car done. But Rodrigo's going to be there with his truck. Jason Reagan with his mod motor Mustang. We got some really cool stuff going on down there. So I'll be down there with Matt Rice. We'll be filming everything. It's going to be, and hopefully we'll see some records fall. So it's a good way to kick off the season. If you can't go, you can catch it on Flow Racing, because guess who's sponsoring the live stream?
I'm going to guess Kyle Fisher.
Hot Shot Secret is, because I don't have money like that. But Hot Shot Secret is sponsoring it. So if you want to watch the Hot Shot Secret S10 go out and beat up on some records, we hope, tune in to Flow Racing. I'll tell you this, Flow Racing, it is a subscription service, but it's a one-time fee for the whole season. Half the time people wait halfway through the year and they're like, oh, darn it, I'll finally buy it. Buy it now. Buy it now, because you're going to end up buying it halfway through the year anyways. They do so much more than racing. It's every single type of sport you can imagine. And so I highly recommend getting a Flow Racing package, and that way you can watch this weekend as well. On the back end of that, we're going to stay down in Florida, and we have Diesels on the Beach next weekend. And that's at Emerald Coast Dragway, the first real big diesel race of the year.
He knows everything.
Epling Garage is putting that on down there at Milliken's Racetrack. And then once we get back, we're going to kick off the Shipshewana Spring Nationals, the NTPA season. So Josh and I are going to be heading over to Indiana, which I found out's the backyard of Stainless Diesel, like 10 feet away. So might see our friends out there as well. So looking forward to kicking off the NTPA season. And I do have a note here that Matt's is officially done. I know everyone's looking forward to the Mid-American Trucking Show. They pushed it to a September date. Now they just canceled the September date. There's just no Mats this year for 2021. So Unfortunately, we had some really big plans with it. Shout out to my man, Steve Schwanger. I know we have a really cool truck there that we really wanted to show, and now with Steve Summers, who we usually visit at Matt's live, we are going to have him live in our booth for their show. So it's just going to be another way. It's going to be another year before we get to it. So unfortunately, Matt's is canceled. So that's the last event update I have there for you. The giveaway, we are giving away something cool again. It was Gasoline Extreme. No, you guys give me different notes. Oh, Little Bear doesn't edit, copy paste well. FR3 and a oil analysis kit. And the winner is Dodgem. DODGEEM at something.com. We don't give the full email address out. But congratulations to Dodgem. You just won some FR3.
I think this is a 2-time winner.
Is it a 2-time winner?
I think so.
Maybe they're good at what they do. But they're going to get some FR3 and an oil test kit. And we'll do analysis and break it down with them. And congrats on that. So let me see if I get any catch-up to do. Mike Cole says, hey, Kyle Fisher, ATF plus 4 coming soon from Hot Shots or something comparable. Need something before a race season.
When's race season?
Soon.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Mike Cole, let me know, what kind of build do you have? It's if it's a race truck, if it's race truck, then there's a lot of fluids we could use that wouldn't necessarily be an ATF. Put it this way. We, to date, don't have an ATF plus 4, but yet we have transmission fluid in all the fastest diesels in the world. So we got something for you if you're fast enough. Depends how fast you are. If you're Stock Johnson, we got to stick with the ATF plus 4. So we'll see. But let us know, Mike. We'll get you figured out. This is when Blaze told me you can't get in. Michael Beard. Oh, man. Michael Beard probably heard me say bad stuff. Toot says, hey, from Columbus. Michael Beard says, we have a particular set of skills. Oh, no. These guys had a good time with it. Let me see if anybody, Chad Myers, I'll be sending my sticker in for the door. Chad Myers.
73.
73. About time, man. We've been asking for years, for like 2 years. Michael Beard says, hoping the Corona Killers show out the first day at Mutt and Jeff because they're going to be partied out after that. Guaranteed to have a good time, though. Well, that's good to hear. Angel Mata's in again. He says, hello from Shirts, Texas. Thank you for great products. Was able to find and put in the Hot Shots winter anti-gel in the tank before it started to drop below freezing. Tractor Supply came through solid. Absolutely, Angel. We've been getting calls around the clock. Our orders on the website have been going crazy. But the diesel winter anti-gel is available at Tractor Supply. And we've already been getting called that a lot of the Tractor Supplies are getting cleaned out. As if anybody knows how retail works, they've got a large central stock that they fill the stores with. So that first swipe probably cleaned out all the shelves, but they can actually restock that. So if you need it quickly and like today kind of thing, go check your Tractor Supply. Or if you go to our website, we can get some quick shipping options out to you. But it's cold. It's you want to have it in there. I wouldn't wait any longer if you haven't got it in yet. Bob Wells says he had a 004. Michael Beard went 003 red.
So, who won?
Well, that would be Bob. If Bob took a 004, I think Blaze is 006, right? Yeah. That's how evil these guys are. 003, 004, 006. That's 3/100ths of a second of their timing. It's crazy. Blaze says, when this engine comes back, I'm going to need a full setup, engine oil, trans fuel, gear oil for this dragster. Well, I know a guy, Blaze, and I know some good stuff, so we'll look forward to it. And thanks again for you guys coming on. Before we head out, since we did have an extended time here, we didn't have a chance to really dive into all the oils, which sometimes that happens. We can just push it to another show. But I would like to briefly...
Less editing for Baby Bear.
There you go. But just to give you a quick overview, just so we can at least give you the 30,000-foot approach of our oils, we offer a full line of oils. A lot of people don't know that, but we have everything down from let's look at the diesel side of things. On our green diamonds, there are two types of green diamond. We have what you would call a semi-synthetic. It's a Group 2, Group 3 blend. And then we have a full synthetic, which would be considered a Group 3, a full Group 3. Within those 2 green diamonds, there's weight differences. So we have your traditional 540, 5W40, the 15W40. We've in the past year added the 10W30, which is a common lower weight that a lot of the newer trucks are coming out with now. They're requiring a lower viscosity, so we're offering that in a 10W30 as well. And the first thing I should have noticed is that great FR3 we have, every bottle, every one of our oils has FR3 already infused into it. So if you're somebody that's found the gain out of our FR3 and you like it, and I've always said if you like your oil, keep your oil, but try our FR3. Well, once that FR3 wins you over, my next thing is try our oil then, because now you're going to be able to compare that base package. And well, we're real proud of the packages that we put together in these oils. So if you're spending the money on an oil and spending the money on FR3, you should really check out our offerings to have the FR3 blended in. Cost-effective wise, it's better for you too. After the green diamond, we can then step up the Group 2-3 blend and the Group 3. We offer a full Group 4 PAO blue diamond oil. We've had a lot of talk about PAOs before. They just don't shear. They hold. These are the ones that we have long haul truckers going over 100,000 miles on the oil without changing, bypass filter, etc. But it's just a bulletproof base oil. Meant for the harshest conditions that the resistance to shearing is unrivaled, and you just can't touch it. So we actually kind of take that PAO base oil to another level when let's introduce our adrenaline line of racing oil. It also has a PAO base oil. The reason why? Well, what a heavy over-the-road trucker can do in 100,000 miles to an oil, a 3,000 horsepower race car can shear an oil in a pass or two. And so one of the first levels of protection that we do for an oil is make sure that you have the proper viscosity to protect the engine. So when it shears out of grade and your 50 weight becomes a 40 weight, it's no longer protecting the engine properly. So the longer we can resist that oil from shearing, the longer it protects the motor. And when it comes to PAO, there's nothing better in the world. It's a Group 4 pure man-made developed molecular structure. We talked about the balls. We'll get into it another time. But that's why we use it as our racing base oil, because we just take that element off the table. So all those guys out there with our racing oil, they can beat it up all they want. We come back and see the oil analysis on it. It's always sitting in grade. Like, we just take that off the table. You don't have to worry about it. And then, of course, we add a tremendous additive package to all these depending on the application. Like on the racing oil, we use a sulfur-based zinc. It's not a ZDDP, so that's why we don't need phosphorus really in our stuff. So we have a high zinc level. I think it's 2,800 parts per million. Huge calcium, a couple thousand parts per million. And then we put 1,000 parts per million of antimony into this racing oil as well, on top of our FR3 carbon nanotechnology. So all of that in there is going to give you the ultimate protection, and also knowing that your PAO is not going to break down. Well, now let's transfer over to our black diamond.
Whoa.
We don't always tell everybody this, but if you're still in here after an hour and you're listening, you're going to get a secret right now.
The last 3 people left because everyone's
my
checked
mom,
out.
my uncle. But our black diamond oil really is kind of a mixture of our adrenaline racing oil and a really high road package. It is what we call our street strip oil. I honestly believe the black diamond oil is the greatest oil that's ever been made. We threw the kitchen sink at it. It's got everything in it. It's got all the protection of a racing oil. Plus, we bump up the base number really high in it. I think it's 14?
Yeah.
It's like 14.
It's over 14.
It's crazy high. There's nothing on the market that has a TBN that level that high. And that's because we wanted a detergent package in there for street driving. Even though it's the protection of a race car that's supposed to go a quarter mile, you can go put 15, 20,000 mile interval on this oil and get the protection of both. Best of both worlds. So, and I should throw in, we even added a gray diamond oil to this mix over this past year. Our gray diamond oil is a Euro spec oil. It's actually an SN rating, so it's gas friendly. So it's an oil we can use for gas cars as well. But the moral story here I'm trying to get across is we're not just an additive company. We really have some very high-end specific oils that are very targeted, and we're really proud about how these were built. And I'll put these oils up against anything in the world. And if you don't believe me, let's fight. Let's do it. Bring your guy. I'll bring my guy. We'll go data versus data.
001.
003, 002, and see who survives. To give you a perfect example, do you have any of those picks from Firepunk? So we got a video coming soon, folks. But I'll tell you what, we just tore apart the Executioner, probably the world's most famous diesel engine. And this is after 100 passes on this motor. We got in and were able to see all the bearings. It was stunning to us. They still have their original film on them. You can see there in the picture. You can even see, if you see those horizontal scratch marks that you're normally running up and down in that picture angle, but those horizontal scratches, what I never seen really those before. And when we were at D&J Performance, I was asking Drew, I'm like, what would make those? And he said those are the original measuring marks from when they're dropping everything in. Yeah. And, you know, it gives a little horizontal scratch, but he's like, I've never seen them coming out, because usually that gets washed away pretty darn quickly. But it shows how little of contact, metal-to-metal contact, there were in all these bearings. Every one of them looked good. We could have reused them if we wanted to. And we were really impressed with it. We got a whole video coming with the breakdown of the engine with D&J, as well as Firepunk now putting everything back together. And it's going to be racing next week. So, but it was adrenaline racing oil that protected that engine, protected those bearings for over 100 passes on those bearings before we even opened it up. So we're really proud about that. We got a lot more to see with that. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate our guys from Corona Lockdown coming on and joining us. It was another fun season with them. We look forward to that. We look forward to Michael Beard's events with Loose Rocker, teaming up with Mutt and Jeff on their stuff. So I'll see all of our Corona Lockdown guys out there to race hopefully this year. And stay tuned. The season's going to get going next week. It's a big week. I'll be down in South Georgia, and we'll see what I can do. I guess I'm not going to be here Thursday, so maybe I'll call into the show or something, because they'll be on the track this time next Thursday. So we're a week away from finally getting back on the track. So maybe I'll do a couple live videos from South Georgia Motorsports Park next week and fill you guys all in. But till then, you got any closing words, sir?
Not one.
Not one? Okay.
Update from R&D.
R&D update. We like those.
We are working on a virtual fluid for Stephen Wright's virtual truck, so we hope to have that formulated. The ones and zeros are a little bit tricky in this, but we'll have it
Steve Wright, we got some digital fluid coming, so we'll be sure to let him test it first.
Well, yeah, we'll see if he wants to test it.
Cool. All right, folks, catch us here every Thursday at 1:30. We'll see you next week. Have a good weekend.